Good afternoon, everybody. How's it going? Wow, we got Irea in the chat. The sinner herself. How's it going, Irea? How's it going, Risk to Burning? How's it going? Wow, my music got really loud all of a sudden. Hold on, give me a moment. It was fine, and then it got really loud suddenly. Hey, Irea. Hi, Risk Burning, and hey, Eska. How's it going, man? Or guys, or women's, or... I don't mean to... If I'm gendering wrong, I apologize. We're starting off with some Arknights because I still need to finish the event. And then we'll move on from Arknights and do other stuff. But for right now, to give you guys background on the Arknight stuff, right? I used to be like super diehard Arknights guy. It's like what I did. I would obsess and like spend hours watching videos about all the different operators before I pull. I'm not like that anymore. I don't even know who's next. So I'm pool poor, but I did manage to get this collab banner that I didn't even know was coming out, but it left me with quite literally nothing. So we're going into the future of Arknights blind, and I like it better that way. I'm super casual Arknights player nowadays. And it's easier for me to keep up with Arknights in that fashion. I don't have the passion for Arknights that I used to. But we still need to finish the event. So we're going to finish the event. Yeah, logging in once every month as surprise is kind of nice. Yeah, and that's how I do... I am logging into Arknights multiple times a week. Not every day, but like 4 to 6 times a week. Yeah, that's how often I'm logging into Arknights. So I'm keeping up with it. Yeah, absolutely, like a mystery box. The real one that's like a mystery box for me is Honkai Star Rail. I still play that, but I log in once a month. They have like the 3 rotating game modes, the Memory of Chaos, the story one where you have to like defeat waves of enemies, and then you got like the core break one. I log in once a month to play those 3 game modes, and I'm like, do I like any of the characters that are currently on banner? No? Okay, back to hibernation. And that's how I play Star Rail. I log in like once a month just to poke my head in and see what's happening. But Arknights, play a little bit every day. Or a few times a week, I should say. Hey, Odomir, how's it going? How's it going? So, to my Arknights players, does everyone else like hate this event, or is it just me that hates this event? Because I feel like this event has been awful, but maybe that's just a bizarre opinion from me. Maybe I'm alone in thinking it's awful. And I'm out of resource to level people up, so yeah, we're using some under-leveled people. Oops. Don't know where you're supposed to stand, if I'm being honest, so I'm putting you there. Good luck. I'm putting you behind her. Good luck. What is this song? This is from Patia event? Interesting. Oh, I can't put a person there anymore. Oh, that makes things very difficult. Oh. Oh. Well, that's how I did it last time. But now I can't do it. Let's call in some reinforcements. I think I lose this right off the rip. I don't know why I faced her that way. I should have faced her the other way. Okay, it looks good to me, as long as we kill the... Nope, not good. Yeah. Sick, frostbite temperature, the usual. Sick and freezing temperatures at the same time? Oof. Oof. Hope you start feeling better. Okay, look, don't judge my gameplay. I'm just clicking, okay? The gameplay's kind of sus. I'm aware. I'm aware it's kind of sus. You just gotta let it be what it is. You gotta let me just brute force the stages. It's the only thing I know. Okay, we're gonna put our emergency Hoshi back here so she can try to snipe something if it runs too far. Okay, I gotta skip this song. Dance Floor Not. I know people like this song, but I don't like it. The boss from the normal stage has been a pain for many players. Yeah, I didn't like the boss either. The boss wasn't too bad because, like, eventually I just defeated it with Lim from, like, across the map. So, I mean, I feel like Lim is just the easiest cheat code for so many stages. Like, I don't know what to do. Maybe I should try Lim, and then Lim just wins by herself. Man, this song's quiet. Why is this song quiet, but the other song has been super loud? Let me turn this song up a little bit. Watch, like, the beat drop and it just blows your guys' eardrums out. Okay, that should be good. Now, I'm doing much better this time around. I honestly don't know what I'm doing differently, but it's working, so. Okay, next time I activate one of these collab ultimates, everybody's collab ultimates activate. It's actually a really cool idea, really cool mechanic. So we take those. I like the collab centers, or collab operators. They're pretty cool. I don't know what the general consensus is. I don't participate in, like, the Arknights community or anything, but I like the collab operators. Yeah, we got the new Hoshi just barely from the anniversary pools. And new Hoshi is apparently broken, like, just absurdly stupid strong. Again, I don't really follow too much. I just listened to what chat told me. The one time I was like, what the fuck is this operator? Because to me, she's just like the immortal tank that does certain level damage to everything in a large AoE and hits air units. Doesn't really make any sense, like, how strong Hoshi is to me, but maybe I just have, like, an absurd opinion there. New Hoshi just, it feels like extreme power creep to me, but I could be wrong. Like, I don't know what Surtur's supposed to do in a world where alternate Hoshiguma exists. Okay, I'm worried about this drone spot. I have no idea what spawns from that drone spot, but I'm worried about it. Let's put her here and get our healer out because she needs to charge her heals. And then we'll put down some sniper fire, sure. Oh, we died to scissors. Feels bad. Okay, let's put Hoshi up here. And then she can snipe the scissors ladies. The scissor pincushion people. Because see, Hoshi's an immortal tank that does that. It just doesn't seem fair. We did get Hoshi at, like, 2 days before the banner ended. We got lucky with her, and then we got lucky with this girl as well. I lost to 50-50 at first to... I have zero clue who. Lost 50-50 to somebody that I don't care about. And then we ended up getting this collab operator after like 60, 70 pulls, something like that. So it's been relatively good fortune as far as Arknights goes. Okay, I just had a bunch of moths spawn. I'm terrified. You know, we're not dying, but neither are they. I'm a little worried about that. It looks like the stage is almost over. I mean, again, the only thing that I know how to do nowadays is use Limb. Limb is just so fun to use. Okay, that wasn't a bad stage. The last stage was way harder. This stage could be brute forced. It's just like play around the scissor dudes. Can I change my UI over here? When did I start playing Arknights? Oh, okay. So I started when Unecta's released. That was my first event, was Unecta's, and I was barely able to finish that event by borrowing somebody's blaze to beat the final stage, the like final EX stage. And then I played from Unecta's all the way to Ina's release. I played Arknights like religiously, like it was my job, like I was being paid to do it even though I wasn't. And then after or during Inez's banner, I just stopped stone cold, like right in the middle of the event. I didn't finish it. I was like, I'm done with Arknights. I'm never playing again. It was during the reclamation algorithm thing, and like seeing how awful reclamation algorithm was, I was like, okay, I'm just done with this game. Path to Nowhere was already released. I was more hyped about Path to Nowhere than I was Arknights, and I just like, okay, I'm just dropping Arknights so I can enjoy Path to Nowhere more. And I did that until I came back during Exuzia during Lim's banner, the most recent Laterano event. I came back during that. Didn't mean to come back during that. It was just like pure chance. I just like picked up the game when that event was happening. So multiple years, but there was like a multiple year like down period in between those, all that time. Okay, I gotta skip this song too. We're getting all the like reject songs today. Okay, now we're getting into good stuff. We got some angel music happening now. You guys can't even hear the angel music though. Wow. It's just not a good day for music on the random selector. Okay, I'm manually choosing songs now because I don't trust the shuffle anymore. The power creep in Arknights is getting out of hand. Everyone is saying Wang is the new Wishadel. What the fuck? That's crazy. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know who Wang is, but hearing somebody stronger than Wishadel is kind of hilarious. I wasn't playing when Wishadel released, but I got her from the Exu banner, and like, holy shit! I can't believe there was such a strong center, or such a strong operator that was in stealth for the entirety of the stage. Like the enemies literally can't fight back. Just seems absurd. If you have Spotify, they have an audio level normalizer. YouTube can fluctuate a lot. Yeah, that's what I need to do. I should do that, but I haven't. I've invested not a lot, but like a bit of money into like hardware for the stream, like a microphone, a mic stand, and a bunch of peripherals like the video card. But I haven't really done anything in terms of software. I've just been using like what has always been available to me. So I haven't really explored like software ways to improve the channel, just the hardware stuff. Let me try to think of a way to describe Wizardell to somebody who hasn't played before. Yeah, she's definitely be the benchmark for today's standards. It used to be Surtur who was the benchmark, but nowadays it's definitely Wizardell. Long story short, she has a rocket launcher, and that rocket launcher hits like a third of the map. And if you get hit by that rocket launcher, the opponent probably dies. But the bigger thing about Wizardell is that she spins the entire stage invisible. So she's able to dish out monstrous damage to like all targets, whether it's like large AoEs or a boss target, doesn't really matter, she kills it all. And she's invisible and safe the entire time she does it. So you don't need to put down a healer, you don't need to do this, you don't need to do that, you just put down Wizardell and she wins. I don't think there's any other operator who like is actually immortal. And crowd controls was slow. Yeah, there you go. Got some utility in there with the rest of her powers. Yeah. Real quick, just show off my roster for you guys. Here's the people I'm using. The collab centers aren't fully leveled yet. Is what it is. And then I've got some like really stacked operators from when I stopped playing, like Inez and Gaviol are max potential. Same thing with Texas. And then the roster is just like beyond that, just really large. Because again, I played for multiple years before I took my break. We do have a Wizardell. So that's what we're working with. Very 100-something Elite 2 operators. But obviously I can't use them all. And I'm playing with the new toys. I really like the collab centers. They're fun to play. Having operators from Arknights would break PTN. So Augustus on crack, if compared to PTN, probably yeah. Yeah, P5 Inez. Yeah. I only got her P4 when her banner was up, and when I came back, she was in the yellow cert shop. So I just scooped up the last potential I needed for Inez when I came back to playing. That was fun. I know that's not what I'm supposed to do, right? I'm not supposed to like go for the max potential Inez when I could be picking up Typhoon for the first time right now, but I don't care. I like Inez, so we P5'd her or P6'd her, or whatever the max is for this game. Where am I supposed to put my Vanguard? I'm just gonna put her here. Like, the dog can leak, so I don't really care if he's running around. It's probably a bigger problem if I let him leak continuously. Yeah, like right now he's attacking me from behind. I don't think there's anything I can do to save my Saga right now. I think Saga just kind of falls over. Oh my god, Saga, you got dropped in the weirdest place ever. We're just doubling down. We're just putting all of our operators in the dumbest places. It's fine. We'll brute force this stage one way or another. Okay. That's kind of annoying. I don't think she wins this fight. Let's put Bagpipe down. Bagpipe wins this fight, right? It's a max potential Bagpipe. She should win. Oh, the other person ran away, so we basically won. Wait, are you just going to run behind me? After all this work that I set up, you just run behind me and say, LOL, get destroyed. Hoshi just feels way too strong, man. Again, I don't follow the meta or anything, but Hoshi just feels way too strong. There's no reason that somebody as tanky as her should be doing that much damage in such a large AoE. There's like no drawback unless you empower the ability. Let's activate this to try and snipe that. It's a little late to try and snipe, but oh well. Wanted to try and snipe this guy on the back end who's running around in a circle right now. It was a little late to be sniping him with anybody. Okay, that worked out better than I expected. Didn't know what I was doing, but it all worked around. I progressed the new IS. I haven't played it. I haven't touched it since we last spoke about the IS. Let me check. We are level 21. Apparently I have a run going. And I started that run January 27th, I guess. I guess that's what it says. I don't remember starting that on January 27th, but it was almost a month ago when I started. So I haven't touched it really. I also haven't finished this one, and I'm more interested in finishing this one than the current one. So, like, I have fun in Jocelyn Markar. I don't really have fun in Sui's Gardens. So, I don't know. Aim for me. And I obviously had fun in all the other ones because, like, I maxed them all out. I got all the medals and everything. Like, those are fun. But, I don't know. Dewey Gardens just, it ain't for me. The challenge stage? Slumber Champion Beast movement speed and max HP greatly increased. Does that matter? I don't think it does. I really only care about the Sleepwalking Butler. Hey, Diamant, how's it going? I always say, have I always said Diamant, or have I left out the A and just called you Diamant or Dimat? Because I'm realizing now that there's no A in between the I and the M. It's not Mat. It's either D or Mat. I should probably be pronouncing the N better. You know me, I'm awful at pronunciation. Here you are with max out radiance. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, I just don't enjoy it, personally. I feel like all of the ISs have, like, their own, like, preferred way that they want to be played. And I feel like... How do I want to word this? Like the Jaclumar, the ice stage, it really wants you to have a nice balanced team. With all of the enemies having like a speed up effect, you sort of have to have a way to block them, to get like an early vanguard out and stop their movement. Whereas other integrated strategies really want you to have like a lot of ranged options to tackle all of the air units. Like I'm thinking IS-3 with all the water There's just so many really strong air units that if you don't have really strong air answers, then you're just going to lose no matter what you do. And I feel like Sui Gardens really wants me to just plink away at things with ranged units and just not like actually fight them on the ground with like guards and stuff. And maybe I'm off on that feeling, but that's what I feel like Sui Gardens wants me to do. I feel like I need like 5 archers and nothing else. And I don't know, it's just not enjoyable to me. I like the balance that the winter place kind of demands. I like the considerations that that IS3 sort of encourages. Just wants you to play Radiance. Yeah, I don't even know what Radiance is. Is Radiance that new operator? I think I've used the new operator like 1 time. Oh, how am I dealing with this dog right now? I think the answer is I'm not. That is a super awkward placement. No, please. Oh, he didn't run straight into the objective. That's such a weird thing about Arknights. Like, you'd think that this guy would just run straight up the lane and enter the blue box. But instead of just entering the blue box 1 tile away, he wraps around in a circle. Which means that I'm allowed to play the stage completely different. I just don't know I'm allowed to play the stage completely different. It's just not very well communicated. Okay, this should work. Should being the operative word. Let's pop this for fun. Am I not? I am not ulted. What the heck? Okay, there. My healer's actually healing now. Crazy thought. I think I just lose to those. No, I don't. These dogs are so weird, man. The mechanics are absolutely absurd. What is happening? Collab ult, save me. Is this my Hoshi? God, my Hoshi ended up here. That's such a weird place. Now I have nobody on the sidelines. Ooh, okay. You need to go. Let's put down bagpipe so I have somebody to take this guy out. And then let's collab ults to finish off whatever's left. Okay, easy peasy. Sui Garden, just once you play Radiance, the 6-star you get from playing Sui Gardens. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I haven't used her because I haven't played it. Okay, we're down to the last stage. And I think this gives me enough to get one of the collab skins. I'm only interested in one of the collab skins. Yeah, I'm at 16. I need 18. So we'll be able to get... Don't care about Shamare. I don't like this collab skin. I don't like the horns. It's not for me. This one also not for me. It's hard for me to really tell what's going on. She's got like the record player, but she's also got like this knife, and she's got like pony ears. Like, I don't know what this, like a disco balls. chains. I don't really know what this skin is trying to tell me. It just seems like a bunch of stuff thrown together in a mix mash. This one's okay, but like her default E2 art is just better. This one's fun. Like if somebody wanted this, I could see why. Like this is a fun skin with magician tricks all over the place. But I'm interested in this one. I just think it's really... It reminds me of like a Honkai Star Rail with like the Herta, something like that. I really like the mirroring in the background. I really like the hat and the dress and the long stockings. Like I like this skin a lot. That's what we're gonna go for. They all look goth, and more goth. Yeah, that makes sense. But there's like cheerful elements, right? Like this one's really happy and cheerful. So it's not like full traditional goth. And this is a nice skin too. Like I would get this one. I have a voucher still to redeem one of these normal skins. But I just like Telopsis's original art so much that I can't bear parting with it. So... Alright, let's finish the event, get our last two cubes. How big is the stage? Not very big, which concerns me, honestly. Okay, I have no idea where I'm supposed to stand. Or why I'm supposed to stand where I need to stand. I'm going this way. Okay, let's put our sniper facing this way. I don't know if this makes sense yet or not, but we're gonna hope that the boss lingers in range. And look at that, the boss lingers in range. Just long enough to linger in range. Hell yeah. No. Wow, the boss just walked up and murdered me. I mean, I lose because I just lost my healer for nothing. Because my healer wasn't even turned on. So it looks like I need to change out my healer so that I can actually heal. Because right now my healer has like a charge time. And that's kind of getting me rolled. Hey Blue, how's it going? You've been bamboozled. No, the title was very clear. It says no plans, right? No plans, something, something. I don't remember what the title says. I just remember it says no plans. We came in with 0 plans, and we are leaving with 0 plans. I don't know what healer I'm supposed to bring here. We're supposed to bring 2. We're just talking about Telopsis, so let's bring Telopsis. Okay, I gotta skip forward in time a bit on the playlist. Let's go to Corrin's event. Corrin's event sounds fun. Okay, get my sniper out so she can lock onto the boss. And then hopefully we don't die this time. Get rid of her. Pop this, put her down. Activate sniping, put it on half speed so I can tell what's happening. Put on this to kill the dog. Um, I guess we could put her down, sure. Build up some more of the collab ult. Speaking of collab ults, let's go ahead and pop our first one to kill this dog and to do some damage to the boss down at the end of the stream. Little notes will lock on. Our supporter just got rolled. Pretty sure I have to use Telopsis to tank whatever this boss is going to do to me. Oh. That's unfortunate. The boss is defeating my operator through a Telopsis ult. That's fun. Oh yeah, I don't think Arcato's living very long. I don't think I'm defeating these moths. I think they kind of just walk right into my objective. What is happening? Like, I legitimately don't know what's happening. I should probably read what the boss does. But yeah, the butterflies just kind of made me explode, that's for sure. Oh, and the stream loaded, all you heard was PTN music. Yeah, that'll do it. Being a collab, what do you think about the PTN collab coming soon? I think it's a really good fit. I've seen some people have like nobody's had like super positive opinions. They've either been like, never heard of this before, or they've been like, I'm not really sure it fits in Path to Nowhere. I think it's a really good fit personally. It's a bunch of art thieves. I haven't seen the original anime, so I can't speak too much about it. But it's a bunch of art thieves that are coming together and doing some art theft crime in Path to Nowhere. And I think that's a really cool like space to play with. And I've read through the mechanics, and they form like their own little micro team, and I think that's really neat that they have their own mechanics that they play around. I think they're going to be really complicated because like learning all of the different art pieces is going to be an adventure. But it looks promising to me. I'm excited. I don't think it's going to do too well, though. Mainly because it's like nobody's ever heard of this anime before because it's from the 80s. And that has got some people like, you know, not too invested. I'm playing this the exact same way that I did last time, which I know is a mistake, so I'm just going to get clipped by the butterflies again. I'm going to have no way to answer the butterflies. I'm just making the same mistake I made last time. I'm not learning anything. Oh, I actually split the butterfly focus on accident. Incredible. It got split 50-50 between Lim and Archetto. So I accidentally solved my butterfly problem. But I absolutely did not mean to. Okay, let's just Hoshi Giga this. Yeah, let's Hoshi Giga this. I don't know what's happening right now, but I think Hoshi Giga is working. Hoshi Giga does make Hoshi commit Senpoku when she finishes her ultimate, but I think it was worth it. I have zero clue if it was actually worth it or not, but it feels worth it. I didn't learn my lesson, but I accidentally stumbled into the correct answer. It's just that easy, boys. Don't know what you're doing, just accidentally win. I don't know what to tell you. Gotcha community on Reddit said they never expected it, or that the anime brought back memories and might try the game because of the collab, which is nice. I've seen a few episodes, and oh god, they fit right in the PTN universe. It got a remake in 2025 on Netflix. Oh, I heard it got a remake. I didn't know the remake was live or anything. Oh, I almost lost by not paying attention. I didn't know if like the okay, hold on, I gotta focus real quick. By focus, I mean like mash all my buttons that I haven't mashed already. I didn't know if the remake was anticipated to come, if it was already out, or how recent it was. I didn't know anything about the remake. So, cool. I'll have to watch it on Netflix. I don't have a Netflix subscription right now, though. So, you know. I mean, should I watch the remake on Netflix so that I have a better, more informed opinion about the Sinners when they get released? Is that a thing that I should be doing? Or is it just like, is that information not required? Like, is it good enough just to see what they do in-game? I know I'm asking this to a bunch of people who probably haven't played them in-game or watched it on Netflix, but that's something that I'd like to know, if I should know. Oh, Disney Plus / Hulu. Okay, I'm definitely not watching it then. That's just a line that I'm just not going to cross, unfortunately. Nah, that anime is cringe. It's cringe. Oh my god. Wow. Got hit with the cringe. Look, if I'm in a situation where I'm like giving a review on a Path to Nowhere Center, and I'm like, and this is why you guys should subscribe to Disney Plus. Thumbs up. Yeah, that's not something that I'm gonna do. I don't think you watched the anime. I feel like I missed a word there, but I think I see what you're doing. Without a subscription, there are always the high seas to watch it. Yeah, high seas. There you go. Probably should watch a review of the anime. There you go. I'll go onto YouTube Shorts real quick and type in Cat's Eye remake, and just watch Cat's Eye remake clips until I feel like I've watched the entire thing. Morpheus gains a lot of things. Is Morpheus the boss? Of course Morpheus is the boss. I feel like the boss was already strong enough. Why does the boss have to get even stronger? Do we just like say fuck it and like pull out the big guns for the EX stage? I feel like we do. I think we just pull out like the big guns somewhere. Like, I've got a bunch of troll teams, but maybe I just like bring out a for real team against the boss. Like, how... Like, can the boss really survive if I just pull this maneuver? Like, let's get rid of Texas, and let's put in... Exuzie? And then, like... I don't know, do we really need Honeyberry? Can I put in some other healer? We'll keep Telopsis around, sure. Like, can anything really survive this team? I don't think anything can, if I'm being realistic. I feel like this team just brute forces pretty much everything else in the game. Yeah, Cat's Eye collab is soon. Let me get the exact, or the predicted day for you. I don't think we have an official day yet. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. 2 weeks away from Wednesday. No, sorry. Anticipated to be 2 weeks away from Friday. So this Friday and then 2 more weeks is the anticipated day. Seems like a weird start time, but that's what the predictions are telling me. I don't know, I feel like it's going to happen earlier in the week than Friday, but I haven't looked into it. I see why the estimation is there though, because the Rust and Margaret banners end on that 13th. So it makes sense the new banner comes in on the 13th. So maybe it is March 13th, which again, 2 weeks from Friday. Man, everybody keeps asking me about the half anniversary banner, but we haven't even touched on like the Cat Eye collab yet, and I can't. I would feel so disingenuous if I just jumped straight to the half anniversary stuff when I haven't even talked about Cat's Eye yet. We're still 2+ weeks away from Cat's Eye, and people are asking me about something 2+ months away. Hard for me to give them answers. But Texas because she's peak? Yeah. I mean, I've got a max Texas, right? Just a heads up, but JC, is that the anniversary center? I've read her kit. I didn't look into her shackles, but I read her kit. Her kit sounds absurd. What do her shackles do? Jesus Christ. You're right. Yeah. I opened the... Hold on. Do I have a screen for this? I don't think I do right now. Okay, this will work. Okay, so I just went on to S1N, right? Usually I check the... I usually like to check the CN Billy wiki to get like the first-hand review. But for the sake of stream, I'm going to save you guys the translation errors. And I'm just going to show you what's on S1N, okay? So what's on S1N, and I'm just going to show off the shackles, right? Just look at like the length of all of these shackles for the upcoming limited center. Like one sentence, one sentence, one sentence, one sentence, and then S5. And you got like your entire Yu-Gi-Oh deck written in one shackle. Like, what is happening here? This is too much text for a shackle. I'm not gonna read it, but like, that's absurd. That's not okay. Like, this is fine. Like a line of text for a shackle, cool. And then you got like, again, your whole TCG deck on one shackle. It's just, it's not okay. We got problems now. Let me go back to the game. Again, I've read the kit. All I can do right now is parrot what other people have said in the CN community. And people in the CN community are saying that she's like not a Shin replacement, but just as strong as Shin. So I imagine she's Giga broken, but I'm just going off of what others are saying online and in comment sections. So you can't really treat it with that much I don't know the word. You can't treat it with that much take it with a grain of rice. Have I heard about Darren Reforge? Yes. People say that she's also like Giga broken, but I also take that with grain of rice because the people I've read saying that are like really biased towards Reforge Darren, and they also have like full S5 shackles. I don't really see what an S1 like regular use shackle is Reforge Darren is doing yet. So until I like get it into my hands, I don't want to give strong opinions about it. I'm wary about other people like gassing up a center. Maybe they're gassing it up for good reasons, but I'm still worried that they're gassing up a center unnecessarily. I have no idea where I'm putting it. Kind of just like throwing stuff out. A caw! I like the anchor guy. I don't even remember his name, but I like the anchor guy.
I see you there in the shadows, hiding from the light. I can feel your careful eyes as I slip into the night. Silk on my skin, gentle
And then we put Wizardell down.
like a siren song. You're
Here?
drowning
Here.
me in my
Oh, she's
mystery,
actually not invisible
but
there.
we're
Huh.
there
Huh.
in the
Huh.
end.
I messed up.
Come closer, darling.
Oh well.
Don't be shy. Within the dark, I feel your eyes. The secrets we're keeping, this dance we play. Will you discover me or will you run away?
I don't think there's anywhere I can't put this center for her to be safe.
I'm a whisper behind the veil, just beyond your reach. You play your card.
Okay, let's just
I
put
know your game.
Scotty
Let's
down,
see if you can
and let's go from there.
ask your question, say the words. Maybe I'll give you a clue. Be careful, my
Wow, why does this
dear, you think
this
I'm
boss hit so
afraid,
hard?
but really, who's something who?
Why does the boss have global range? What is happening?
Don't be shy. Within the dark, I feel your eyes. The secrets we're
I hate this
keeping,
boss.
this dance we
Zero clue what this
play.
boss does. I hate
Will
it.
you discover me or will you come closer, baby? Close to light. Within the dark, I feel your mind. The secrets will
Okay, whatever I did last time was better than what I did that time.
you came to play, but maybe you
Okay, let me read through chat again. I've missed a lot. Ji Chuan Giga busted apparently. Have you heard about Darren Reforged? With her release, we will be getting new damage type too. Looks like frost wind damage. Yeah, wind is coming with Zhao Feng. I know that much. Frost is news to me unless they're just recategorizing ice, which that's something. I also know that they're recategorizing electrocution. Like all of the quote unquote elemental stuff is now being grouped together with different like factions of the elemental type. Kelvin and Dawn eventually. Time to go elemental route. We might be getting a new electrocution center too as electrocution inner kit as well. Yeah, I've noticed that. If S0 S1 Darren has slightly better perf than Reforged Della, it's probably enough. Probably. Yeah. I mean, if Darren's able to compete with Reforged Adela, then Darren's insane, right? Because Adela's insane. The main thing about the new limit is her ability to dump shield stack into a whole new level and with her energy recharge ult. So, okay, about the again, I've read her kit. I haven't really like watched any footage. So she's cycling through her ultimates. So if you cycle onto the energy recharge ultimate, you just have that ultimate on forever as like an aura? Or is it like it only lasts for the duration of that ultimate and you have to switch into the next aura? Is it like a mode switch where you get to choose, or is it like you have to change? I don't know the answer to that. That changes my opinions pretty heavily. Last time I played was when Asia Alter was released, new Catalyst, Eagle busted. Yeah, that's usually true. I don't want to play this team. Like, I started the stage, I was like, nah, I don't want to play this. Okay, my music just decided to stop. Let me put that back on. Let's start up with some... That's fun. Oh, Millie Event. Millie Event is super good music. Let's go there. Da 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 da. Okay, back to this team. I'm missing a lot of like power on this team, but I think that's fine. I probably should grab like a second healer somewhere. Get rid of one of the collab centers. Just like double up on healing. I'm gonna do it. Let's grab Nightingale and just call it a day. You have 3 different ultimates I think you choose from, not cycle from one to the next. Okay, so you get to choose. Okay, that changes my opinion pretty heavily. Cause like I read the kit, but the kit isn't translated perfectly. And even if it was translated perfectly, I don't think it would be perfectly well worded. I'm like super late into putting her down. Putting Lim down. Oh, still fast enough to get the snipe off, which is good. Okay, so this is what I want my board to look like. Let's see if we can survive long enough to make it make sense. Nope, we can't. We just instantly lose Nightingale. Because this boss is fair and balanced. LMAO. Yeah, and because we don't have Nightingale, we instantly lose Lim there. Okay, so I redo this again and I put Nightingale down late. I think 20% as an aura, 40% for 10-second activation. I can't find solid confirmation, but her ult with inversion recharge back in... With inversion recharges back in 12 to 15 seconds, so it's pretty much active all the time. S4 makes her energy recharge path permanent. What the fuck? Energy recharge path permanent? Get the fuck out of here. As a more general question, why is my stuff not cycling? Hold on, my stuff is being weird. Let me put down my operators again and then catch up on chat. Please play the next song. Hello? Okay. As a more general question, what game/anime would make a great fit for another collab? And it's something I haven't really thought of. Like, if I could pick one collab, what would it be? Huh. Huh. I don't have a solid answer. Okay, now we put Mrs. Nightingale down. And now let's put out some more bait pieces. These two people are just bait and nothing more. Man, I'm still dying through double healer. Oshiguma is dying through double healer. What the fuck am I supposed to do about that? The boss just like troll right through my fucking base. Like I haven't been like DPSing the boss the entire time. What the fuck? Okay. Okay, I like the bones of this, but obviously I need to do more damage. Obviously something here ain't right. Let's stick with the bones, and let's just pack on like cheating amounts of damage real quick. Who else cheats damage out for no reason? Let's get another Vanguard out so I can get people out faster. I don't know. Day Leech? Sir. Surely this works. I think Saria can out-heal the beam. Interesting thought. I do have Saria S3 to just slap on the field. That would also help me like slow the enemies down so they don't run away from me. Waiting for the boss to walk in front of Surtur. Oh look, the wolf redeployed Surtur for me, so now she can ult again. Even though she's facing the wrong direction, it'll work. It works. The boss is just trolling me. Just constantly running. And it's working. I'd be surprised if I live this. I straight up don't know what I'm supposed to do because the boss just runs into my objective faster than I can do anything to stop her. So I just need to like set up a massive kill box and hope for the best. Which means I need to throw like an entire team out the window and start over again. Like I'm sure that I'm supposed to be playing around the mechanics more. Like I have a consumable that I should be using, but I'm not using. Also, my playlist doesn't work right now. YouTube, please. Let me restart that. We'll go to chapter 13. Chapter 13 will work. I probably should just be playing around the objectives instead of just saying like I need to throw more damage numbers on the board. I'm sure there's like a smarter way to do this, but I'm not going to read the mechanics, so here we are. Okay, these 4 just to get enough DP. Let's do that. Then let's make a super kill box. Let's use Saria. Let's grab Suzu. Let's stick with Lim. Let's grab Golden Glow. Who else can we grab just to do forever damage? We could try Mjolnir. Mjolnir sounds good. Let's do Mjolnir. Let's do Surtur. Stick with Hoshi. And our last pick, we'll grab Wizardel, right? Kind of like the idea of Silverlight Eterna just to root him in place. Or Tragodia just to troll the boss. I failed my PT and Devotion test. Oof. Oof. Mostima? Wizardel? Mostima? Let's try Mostima. And just trust we don't need healing, I guess. Oh my god, Mjolnir died right before I got the ult. Hello, I would like it if you never moved again, please. This massive AoE damage is too much massive AoE damage. Probably should have retreated Saria and Mostima here, but I thought I could tank that for some reason. I also have the wrong skill on Hoshi, and apparently the butterfly can shoot that far away. We got the right idea going. We just didn't reuse half our... Do I read Arknight's story? Not anymore. Not anymore. New limited catalyst centers and electrocution buff? Yes. All elemental damage. Which now includes freeze and a new wind thing and the current burn. We got the whole 4 elements. Except instead of earth, we have lightning. Okay, so... Mostima and Suzerain are overkill. Golden Glow's unneeded. We need to stay alive during the super ult, which Telopsis and Nightingale worked for that. Now, I probably just finished up with Texas. I mean, Texas is really good if I'm going for like this magic damage comp on the boss. Let's do it. And I think this will work. I believe this will work. Again, me just like brute forcing the boss and not reading what it does or how to play around it. I'm sure there's something that I'm supposed to do that I'm not doing, but here we are, just doing our thing. I don't really need Lim yet. Do that, and let's do that. Then let's put Milnar over here. Okay, and that should hold. And then we can start healering this side. I don't think Texas is going to get her ult off again, but we'll keep her on the field just in case. I am going to retreat these two. I'm going to leave Milnar there until he dies. Okay, Texas did get another ult off before she died. That's awesome. We love her for that. I'm going to put Hoshi here to defend this ambush wave. I'm going to retreat him because his ult is over. Just spam Texas whenever we have her. Hope for the best. I forgot to change Hoshi's ultimate again. This isn't going to end poorly because Lim isn't shooting the butterflies. You know what, we're just going to throw out Saga to soak some damage. He soaked the tiniest little bit amount of damage. Okay, we finally have Surtur, but I think it's too late. And we're still going to try it. Now I have Surtur facing the wrong way, because LOL Lamau. And our Hoshi got pushed in a really weird spot. Our Surtur is still facing the wrong direction because LOL Lamau. Surtur died before she got her ult off. Feels bad, man. But maybe it's enough. We just need to take care of these little moth. Stun it so it can't continue getting towards the box. Lim, please. Lim. Thank you, Lim. Thank you, Lim. Easy peasy. Lim hard carry. Who's my favorite character from Path to Nowhere? Ooh, hard choice. Augustus, Shalom, Rahu, Korin, 11. One of those 5. Angel's up there too. Augustus, Rahu, and Shalom are at the top of the list. If I'll probably say Shalom, because if Shalom ever gets like any story relevance ever again, I'm just gonna lose my fucking shit and be like salivating over Shalom. We just haven't seen her in like 2.5 years, so it's kind of hard to hold true to Shalom, you know? Yeah, I used to keep all of my Arcanized operators at E240, but the module system made me raise them to E260, so now they all sit at E260, except for a handful that are leveled to max because they are maxed. Like, my Gavial is max potential, so I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna have like a maxed Gavial because that's cool. Like, same thing with Bagpipe, I'm just gonna have a maxed Bagpipe because that's cool. And kind of just did that for the people I have a max, or in some cases like near max, like Chen. Shen's near max, I call it good enough. Fiamet is one of my favorites. She was near max, I called it good enough. So there's a few that I have max level just because they're actually max, but for the most part they're all E260 or E250 if they're 5 stars. For the most part. Yeah, I need Shalom to come back to the story, like really badly. Especially after all of the Aurum Secretum stuff. Yeah, Max Texas. It's like an actually Max Texas. Yeah, max potential, max level, max masteries, max module. It's a max Texas. And the Texas altar is max too, right? Max level, max potential, max mastery, max module. Like my Texas are max. Man, I've played some of the PTN stories, and it seems like they're using the same theme of escapism through distraction and false paradise or something. I don't know exactly what you mean, but if you're referring to the recent Aurum Secretum events, they have been like super giga... I can't even say super giga trash, because it's still better than like Arknights, it's still better than Honkai Star Rail, it's still better than like Wuwa or Genshin or Infield or like any of the other gacha competitors, right? But the Aurum Secretum events have been like super big letdown for me, including Shattered Blade and Synex's event. Like Synex's event forward have been not my favorites. Millie is an exception in that mess of events, but it's been a mess of events for me lately. I'm enjoying the new main story chapter. The new main story chapter is very nice. Aurum Secretum story-wise was great. I'm glad you think so. I'm glad I'm glad that my opinion doesn't represent all Path to Nowhere players. Because if it did, a lot of Path to Nowhere players would not be happy right now. Better story than the big Gacha 4 ain't that hard. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't know how they get away with having such trash story, but you know, that's how it is. Okay, so we finished up the event stages. No way! I just did that. I didn't do that on the EX stage. I did that on the regular. We didn't actually finish. Ding! Alright. That being said, I barely defeated the moths. Do I just play better, or is there like a secret for me here? Let's just play better. I can't believe I did all of that and it wasn't even on the EX stage. Demon still has not received a story. You are right. Demon forgotten about in the trenches. How did Saria die? That's what my entire strategy is around, is Saria just being a giga tank that slows everything and melts the world. But Saria fell over? Alright. That's kind of disappointing. Man, I don't like this stage. I actually have to sit down and think. I probably should just be reading mechanics and calling it a day, but who reads mechanics, am I right? I don't know how to read. I'm just brute forcing this with my last 2 brain cells. Oh, did she get defeated because of this dog? Is that what happened? No, that time Milnar got instantly deleted. I don't know what's happening over there. Something's happening. There's no reason this boss should be this tanky. I forgot to change Hosie's ult again. Oh god. How do I always make the same mistake over and over again? Bro, what is happening? There's so much shit on my screen. Oh, Texas got caught in a mechanic I didn't know existed. Is she just like permanently stuck in a web? I have zero clue what's happening. I do know I have to get rid of some people to make room. So I'm gonna stop this guy for a second. And we're going to recall so we can place these 2 down. Oh, this butterfly's just walking it on in. I had to drop the Milnar to stop the butterfly. Well, Texas finally got freed. Now it's Surtur who's stuck in purgatory. You know, if I had the correct Hoshi ult, we would be good right now. But I lose instead. I can't stop this moth. Oh, the moth died. Never mind, we can't stop the moth. Okay, we win. Easy. No, our win condition got grabbed by a net. I take it back. We have not won. If we had the correct Hoshi ult, this was a W. Oh, rest in peace. There, Saga. Hoshi still clutches this out? Holy shit, Hoshi still clutches it out. Hoshi the clutch master. Might audio stop again? No, this song's just super quiet. Okay, let's rewind from here. Let's go to Rahu's event. That's good music. Okay, time to catch up on chat again. I missed so much focusing there on that stage. I believe the theme about escapism referred to LL, Lady Pearl, and Irea events. The Shattered Blade Core being Singlinde Augustus Seto is so nice right now, but I'm curious to see how much better they can even make the team in the future if they do release more anytime soon. Yeah, I'm curious about what they're going to do for the future of Shattered Blade. Are they like waiting for Shattered Blade to become relevant in the story again? Because Shattered Blade is very story specific. Or are they just going to like release another Shattered Blade member out of the blue? I don't know the answer to that one. And even then, like, what are they going to do to make Shattered Blade stronger? Are they just going to make more Shattered Blades, or like, yeah, what's happening? Escapism is a major theme for East Side, but other themes are just as prevalent, like survival for White Sands or nihilism, hopelessness for Eternal Nightmare. Fair. I brought an S3 Whale Augustus ECB3 for TOA boss, and she does the same thing as S3 Serpent Reforged ECB0. I don't think they will add another Shattered Blade True Damage support anytime soon. Yeah, I'm kind of there with you, because I think they're going to wait for like a story thematic location to bring in more Shattered Blades. Not just that, Cabernet and Eddie too, though I haven't played too much. Fair. Cabernet, I don't agree, but you are right about Eddie, and I forgot about her. You forgot about Eddie? That's fine. I forgot about Eddie too, and I have her S5. I have an S5 Eddie that I haven't used since her release. So, feels bad, man. Okay, anyways, we're getting one of these outfits. We're getting this outfit from the store. That's a new screen I haven't seen yet. That was overly climactic. Okay, we got the skin equipped. And now I need to start hoarding my resources to get these people appropriately leveled. Like, where's my drummer girl? Drummer girl. She's skill rank 3. Oh, she made skill rank 4. Look at that. We're so there. It's us. We're him. Skill level 4 drummer girl. We're almost there, man. Oh, look at that. I got 2 rocks for my troubles. Well, we'll get there eventually, boys. Eventually. Okay, let me collect the rewards from this, and let's hop on over to Path to Nowhere. Since we've been talking about Path to Nowhere for the past hour now. Do I need anything in here? Like yes and no at the same time? Yeah, sure, I'll grab some of... Oh, I have 17 of those. I have 0 of these, and I have 0 of those. Okay, well, let's buy all of these. And let's buy some of those. And that's good enough for me for right now. Okay. That's good enough for now as far as the Arc Knights Adventures goes. Thank you guys for joining me. We are switching over to Path to Nowhere. The stream is not ending, but I am hiding my screen so that I don't dox myself. So, a little bit of patience as I get the game loaded up. I don't want to dox myself. Yeah, I don't even have Eddie reforged. She's just sitting there at level 70, S5, and just bench warming my team. Imagine a Shattered Blade generator aside from Singlinde ECV would be stupid. Yeah, I agree it would be stupid. But, hear me out. It'd also be hilarious. You technically have LL. It's LL. LL's good in Shattered Blade, but she doesn't solve your problems. Okay, the pop-ups really do get annoying when you first log in for the day and you see like all the yellow dots you want to click on and you try to click on them and instead a bunch of pop-ups appear. That has always annoyed me. Yeah, we're back to Path to Nowhere. For people who are just audio listeners, we're back to Path to Nowhere now. You can go back to looking at your screen. You no longer have to cry next to your pillow because Arknight's chibis are on the screen instead of Path to Nowhere models. How many slots do I have left for my friends? I feel like I add like 3 people a day. Okay, my list is at 99 out of 100. It must have expanded at some point. I swear like the friends cap was like 75 or something in the past. Are we going to the main story to flirt with Rust? We might go to the main story and flirt with Rust. I think I'm gonna, there's one EX stage I haven't done yet, and I think I'm gonna learn how to play that stage. Or maybe I'll do the peak path tests. Like there's stuff for me to do elsewhere right now. Okay, let's go over here to the reforged materials. I don't recommend that you to farm this, okay? Do not farm this. This is not recommended unless you've been playing the game for 3 years and you literally have too many resources and you have nothing else to spend it on. In which case, sure, spend it here. I say that as my device freezes up so you can't even see what I'm farming. Don't farm this, okay? It's a bad idea. Just rely on the data crevice. But again, I have too many resources. It doesn't matter what I farm. I can farm whatever I want. I can stop farming and I'm still good for the next year. Or else are you going to get that purple square? You're going to be patient and you're going to do your data crevice and you're going to like it. That's so inefficient to farm those purple squares like that. You need like 2,000 purple squares to fully reforge somebody, and you're getting 6, but every 6 is costing you 20 stamina. So it takes you 7,000 stamina to fully recharge somebody. It's not worth it. 7,000 stamina per reforge is just not where it's at. This is the fifth time this week I've stopped farming that purple square this week. I can stop whatever I want. There you go. Hey, I'm not telling you what to do, but like play however you want to, right? If you desperately want to reforge somebody, go reforge somebody. But I'm saying, efficiency speaking, the purple squares are bad efficiency. Okay, so have I done the peak path test? I don't think I have. Peak path test. Okay, yeah, we can do these. I haven't done either one. I like how this one's just Rust. It's like, yeah, Rust is good enough. Just bring Rust. Speaking of Rust, let me set up my screen so I can actually show it. Okay, so I'm going to show my other screen real quick. Hold on. You know what? Good enough. Yeah, good enough. Second screen. I do have the Rust guide fully scripted. I've whittled down the script. I haven't made the video yet, but the script is now in action. If you guys don't know, this is how I make my videos, for the guides at least. Like here's the script for the quick guide for the Orb Secretum. Here's the Reforged Serpent script. Here's the Reforged Zoya script. Right, it's all got a little script that I follow, and then I get footage to match how long each part of the script takes. So I've got this stuff ready for Rust, but I haven't gathered the footage. I haven't even timed out like how long each of these sections are. I just have the words down. So if you want to see what I'm saying about the Rust guide tomorrow when I finish making the video, you already know exactly what I'm going to say by watching it here live on stream. You just don't have me talking about it. So, yeah. If you guys want to read the script ahead of time, you can go back and pause the video a few times, and you'll be able to read it in full. But the script is ready. The video is not. Still putting the video together. And if you guys didn't go back and stop and pause it a bunch of times, which I don't expect anybody to actually do, it's me talking about how good Rust is. Rust is very good. He's better than you think he is. I don't care how good you think Rust is. I'm here to tell you that Rust is better. Still waiting for the Helga script? Not going to happen. The Helga script is just Helga and EMP right next to each other, and then saying Helga is slightly better. Let me catch up on chat. Actually ahead of me in the main story quest? That's crazy. I'm not ATP. I don't know what ATP is, but I'll take it. Yeah, I'm totally not leaving my Eve at 40 while farming Reforged 11. Reforged 11 is so fun to play. She really is. We need more male sinners. Okay, so my biggest criticism to Rust is that he's not Subject R. Everything that Rust is, Subject R could have been better. I'll actually read that part of my script right now. They finally did it. They added a sinner from an earlier part of the story, a sinner who can turn their flesh into bones into mania power, effectively shape-shifting their appearance. And this power is used to conduct subterfuge and infiltrate restricted areas. That's right, Pathnoer finally released Rust. Not Subject R, Rust. Are you kidding me? They released Rust? Like everything I just said there, and it's Rust, not Subject R? Come on. What is happening here? Subject R was like the perfect fit for everything Rust is, but they just chose Rust instead of Subject R. It's so heartbreaking. Well, I know that, but is he good to the point of S1? Because I've been considering it. I have changed my opinion on Rust S1. I don't think Rust S1 is important. I think Rust S1 is like a luxury item, and you don't need it. There's some caveat there because it like S1 makes them a little easier to play, but assuming you know how to play Rust, you don't need that S1. That was from I made that earlier recommendation of Rust S1 because I didn't know how Rust worked yet. And now I know how Rust works, like S0 is more than enough. Exactly. Rust is Subject R, same first word, except they're not. They're If it turns out that Rust is actually Subject R, I am going to be even more disappointed than I am now. I think it's Suspect R? That's fair. It probably is one of my mispronunciation propaganda things. That's for sure. Yeah. Definitely need ECB3, but S0 is more than enough. ECB3 is super giga recommended. So triple agent Rust? No, get out of here. Get out of here. Speaking of Rust, let's go beat him up for a little bit. I'm excited to read his interrogation. People have been saying really good things about his story arc, but I obviously haven't fully explored it yet. So what's happening here? Crit rate and attack speed. And then Helga's just personal stuff. Her attack speed and her true damage. Okay, we don't care about Helga then. So we're just going to bring in power. And then we're going to grab our weak spot team. Do I have a weak spot team, or is it all messed up because of the... It's all messed up because of the guide. Rough. We go to the weak spot core. Who else do we need? We have the core 4. Let's grab Lady Pearl. And I don't know who else. We can include Rahu, Nox. We can include Rust. They're like an obvious 6th that I'm missing. I feel like there's an obvious 6th that I'm missing. Shen, that's the obvious 6th, yeah. Okay, those will be plenty for our needs and purposes. And then fill up everybody's prime brands. Rahu. Oh, Rahu can't have that because Bianca has that. Rahu, you have to settle. I'm sorry, Rahu. You're settling. Because Bianca wants that crime brand more than you do. Okay, and then Nox, you're grabbing one of the THCs somewhere. Actually, no, let's give you the Inversion Slash. Okay. And then we go to our weak spot team and we throw all of our pieces on the board in a vomit style formation. And that should be enough. Let's throw down Lady Pearl, let's throw down Shelena, and let's throw down Shin. And then let's read the boss real quick. What does Rust do? Normal attack has a chance of inflicting bleed on the target that lasts for several seconds. Immune to crowd control effects. Burst of Flesh deals damage within the surrounding 3x3 square. After being cast once, the range becomes enhanced, changing to a diamond-shaped area and inflicting a bleed effect. Gains 2 stacks of the Inner Devil Mark. While carrying the Devil Mark, resists deaths upon taking lethal damage, removes 1 stack and restores a certain amount of HP up to 3 stacks in the gain after being cast once. The effect becomes enhanced, changing the target with the highest HP, dealing damage with a blah, 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 a lot of words. And then summons Elite Naturals to assist in battle. Okay, so basically, I don't want to actually be anywhere near him. I want to, like, stand over here somewhere in, like, this kind of checkerboard formation. Okay, let me catch up on chat again. Things have been swimming by. Hi, Psycho. How's it going? Suspect R, I think, will be kept until the end of the plot as well as Shalom. I hope not. I hope Shalom and Subject R... Suspect R... Jesus Christ, I can't talk today. I hope they come back soon, like 4th anniversary or something. If anything, I'd say that Rust got her assumed powers, Margaret got her appearance, and PTN is just trying to get us to merge them into one. Rust power doesn't work like shapeshifting, it's all in his interrogation. Interesting. I will be happy to read it. When you're making a story tier list, do you consider its respective interro into the ratings of its story? Oh, respective interrogations. So the problem there is that I haven't read all the interrogations. But if the interrogation is bad, I don't necessarily it dings the story. But if the interrogation is like a continuation of that story and it gives it like a really satisfying end, then yes. So like I think the interrogation can only help. I don't think the interrogation will ever hurt. Like if the interrogation's bad, the interrogation's bad. It doesn't affect the story. If the interrogation is good and it's a genuine continuation of the story, then that's amazing. Fascinating to me, you make the you in Rahu sound like Rahu. Sounds very whimsical. Yeah, I say, are you interested in the Rahu or are you interested in the Rahu? Because I do both. I flip-flop between the two. Did they ever follow up on the Suspect R plotline aside from the start of the game? Like, why did she steal the phase? Why did she break the centers out? How is she connected to the Chief's Pass? We haven't learned a damn thing. Path Nowhere hates the prologue. I don't know what it is, but like anything in the prologue is just abandoned. The only thing they kept from the prologue are Nightingale, Hela, and Hecate. And even then, they changed their personalities a lot. This boss took me 3 hours. The other one took me 1 try. Crazy. I think she only appears once in a dream or something. Chief has before the end of part 1 of story. Like before the last big bit. Interesting. Okay, I've caught up on chat. I've read everything. I haven't read everything out loud, but trust me, I've gone back. I've read chat. We're good. And we're going to start this stage that hopefully doesn't take me 3 hours. I mean, I've got the perfect weak spot team, so it shouldn't take me that long. Shouldn't being the key operative word there. Okay, does he reveal his cores there? That's probably the big question I'm going to have to answer. Like, when is he revealing his cores? So I'm going to pop my... I'm going to pop my tower here because I have max Bianca energy, but maybe I'm being wasteful because cores aren't revealed. Hard for me to tell. Speaking about being wasteful, I don't have any way to deal with any of these monsters right now. So I gotta pop my energy. I'm silenced? Why the heck am I silenced? I didn't hear nothing about being silenced. I actually read the boss this time. They didn't say nothing about silence. Okay, well, we popped my empowers. That saved us. We got 2 back because we killed the elites. Apparently, I was silenced on the edges, but not in the center. Rust, when do you reveal your cores? Okay, let's grab this resource. Okay. The stage isn't difficult, but we'll see what the scoring is like. That's a different story. Because we're like 20 seconds left, and Rust has not revealed any cores. It'd be nice if he revealed cores so I could actually do some damage here. But, I mean, we're at the tail end of the fight, and I don't see cores, so we have to go now. Okay, the stage is easy, but scoring high is not. He never revealed any cores, so I never got like a damage window. He never reveals his cores, he's shy. Wow. Okay, I can see why people are struggling on this stage if he's just like, nah, I'm not going to reveal my cores. That's like really rude. Okay, so when in doubt, you scrap what you were doing, and then you just say, Lamau, can you survive Shattered Blade? Right, at the end of the day, like, Lamau, can you survive Shattered Blade? That's always the question. So what's the over-under on Rust surviving Shattered Blade? No, let's wait for Shen to become ready before we go 2 guns blazing. Okay, Shin's available. We go guns blazing. We call it a day. Okay, as far as the testing goes, it looks like Rust cannot fight against Shattered Blade. It's a little early to make conclusions right now, but it's not looking good for our boy Rust. It looks like Shattered Blade is still Shattered Blade. I hate to tell you guys, but Shattered Blade, still Shattered Blade. Yeah, Shattered Blade is still Shattered Blade. No Seto because no cores. I guess I could have used Seto for the damage buff, the 36% that she offers, but Okay, let me catch my chat again. Also, let me show you the damage breakdown because I'm sure Serpent did a lot more than people realize. Okay, problem if interrogation heavy influences or references the story of an event, the player missed that event, it brings the quality of the interrogation down. IMO, it should be standalones. I disagree. I like it when the interrogations are like the event leaves just a little bit up for interpretation and the interrogation closes that last door. I like that, personally. Flying mob silence in a 3x3. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I think one of his abilities, but yeah, you are silenced for like the 2 sins or so that fluctuate. Yeah, because of the mobs. Chiefs after salvage chapter. Who is subject R? I have no idea. He's saying subject instead of suspect. When I even read it, I see suspect, but I read subject out loud. I did that. Okay, so I used to teach math. I would do that to my students in math as well. I'd write like 269 on the board, and I would say 296. They're like, whoa, hold on. Is it 269 or 296? Like, oh, it's 269. It's like, but you said 296. It's like, yeah, it's two. Oh, you're right. It's not 296. It's actually 269. Thank you. Did that all the time. I think whatever the original plan was for R, they changed it with time. That made a big issue for her canonically being seen as a big thing. Yeah, I believe so. You can definitely see the style of writing changed from the prologue and like all the way up to like chapter 4 had a very different theme for everything after chapter 4. At first it was like sinners are dangerous and they're going to kill you no matter what. And then it turns out that they're just like traumatized children and they just need a loving home and family. And then the MBCC was no longer like a max security detention facility, which is, you know, it still has those locations, but largely it's a rehabilitation center. But early story, again, prologue to chapter 4, it's like we are arresting these people because they are all serial murdererists Like, they're literally named sinners because they're evil. But they've backed up on that whole idea of, like, sinners are inherently evil. Now it's just like sinners are inherently traumatized. So it's a different shift. Past me should have just pulled anyway. Shake my head. Don't know who we're talking about pulling, but yeah, I agree. Or I would 25 as 52 all the time. Yeah. Popularity for certain characters surely influenced it as well, but yeah, there's clear story shifts. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so how are you supposed to play that stage realistically when there's no cores? No idea. I don't know what you're supposed to do with a weak spot when its cores aren't being revealed, but you guys saw Shattered Blade. You just have an endless resource of Shattered Blades that you can cast for literally the entire fight, and you kind of just bash your head against the wall and you win. But let's try the other one with Rust. I actually really like Shattered Blade. I never get to use them because they're too powerful, but every single time a peak path test pops up, I'm like, yep, Shattered Blade is still OP. Got it. What's Rust's buff here? Increases HP, flesh and bone use is increased by 4, and its cooldown is reduced to 3 seconds. Gains 20 over limit value per second. Crazy. Okay, so this is like over limits the team, huh? Okay, so Rust. Then we have Zoya. Should probably use the normal attacking Zoya, huh? I think normal attacking Zoya is better. Hard to say. Okay, let me catch up on chat again. Pulling for Shattered Blade, I just blocked out of games that month and saw how useful they are later and have regrets. Yeah, it sucks. They'll come back in November, but by the time November rolls around, there's probably going to be something stronger. if I'm being honest. Because like November's going to have the next limited in it as well, so. Do Glitter give any buffs? Nope, purely cosmetic. Maybe Suspect R has already appeared in the story posing as another character. That is an enticing thought, but who knows? Okay, so does this boss have cores? Oh my god, there's so much text. I don't want to read all this. The first 2 normal hits deal AoE damage. The third is a ranged normal attack that deals damage to the furthest enemy and inflicts bleed lasting several seconds. Targets the enemy with the highest attack, dealing damage and preventing them from recovering energy for several seconds. So this is more encouragement to use Overlimit. Prevents them from recovering energy, but you just run an energy-less Overlimit user. Interesting. Selects 2 enemy and marks them for vertical, horizontal light beams, warning respectively. After several seconds, the beams fire, dealing damage, instantly killing enemies hit by both types of beams. After being cast once, the skill becomes enhanced, changing to 4 targets. The fuck? Seals the active use of Chief Potested for several seconds. Okay, so another, like, just use Overlimit because you're not actively using Overlimits. Okay. Deals screen-wide multiple hit damage for several seconds, exposes the core when the skill ends. Boss is crazy. Okay, so I need to put myself where the box won't kill me. Okay, so I'll move Jelena off to the side at some point. Okay, so there's going to be cores. Can Rust break the cores, or do I need more core breaking? Questions I don't have the answer to. Do I bring Lady Pearl, or do I just stick with like a Rahu or something, or a Reforged Nox? Reforged Nox is enticing. And then let's put like a Lady Pearl up here. Okay, so I'm going to put Shen here. After the battle starts, I'm going to move Zoya down here. And I'm going to put Jelena... There's nowhere for me to put Jelena that, like, perfectly hides everybody. I mean, there is if I go like this. Now everybody... No, even then... So there's no 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's only 5 horizontal, so I can't even perfectly hide from everything. I'm gonna have to react to the beams instead of set up for the beams beforehand. That's fine. We can react to the beams. Put on the normal attacking one, and let's go to town. It has 6 cores and 1 core break window. That's good information to know. Okay, so I think I just pop Zoya early because I have like a billion cast of this. So I can just get more over limit whenever I need it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's pop this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's pop this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pop this again. I didn't react to the beams. I thought I did. This is a counting exercise with Reforged Zoya. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ult again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ult again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ult again. 1, 2, 3. You have to hide over here. I still didn't. Oh my god. I can't. I'm gonna have to pause the game when I do that. Also, how long does Zoya ult actually last? I'm not gonna remember to count every single time. It normally lasts for 15 seconds, but I have her shackle 1, which means it lasts for 20 seconds. Okay, that's good information to know. Let's stop counting and just look at the clock. Okay, so at 18, I'm going to have to do something with Zoya. So probably click it at 20. Okay, now at 1 minute, we'll have to do something with Zoya. Okay, pop this a little early. Now like 45 seconds. Okay, pause. Do the math. Calculations. Let's move Rust up 1. Calculations. Right now, Nox is dying. If I move Nox, everybody's fine. Everybody's fine, right? Nobody's dying here. This hits nobody. This only hits Jelena. This hits nobody. But Jelena's only being hit by 1 beam, right? So she's fine? Or she has to be hit by 0 beams? Because I can move Jelena if I need to. Jelena again? Okay. I'll move her to a safe place where she's being hit by nothing as well. Okay, move Nox back up to the front. Move this guy back up to the front. Pop this. Increase her damage. I've just been playing the fight, and I realize now that I'm doing 0 damage. I thought for sure the cores would be revealed at some point, but this guy is, like, not revealing cores in the slightest. Is this the core reveal finally after 10 years? Animation canceling. This is why they pay you the big bucks. Don't forget your animation canceling, boys. We went from less than 1 million to 7 million in the core break. I don't even care if you kill anybody at the last second here. Look at that. Perfectly dodged the tic-tac-toe. Maintained max over limits the entire DPS phase. Almost spent all of my movements on animation canceling, but not quite all of them. Okay, that was a pretty good score. Could have been improved because I wasn't really focusing on damage for the first half. I only went all in on the end there with all the animation canceling and like maintaining my over limit on max stacks and spamming Rust so that he was taking increased damage and using Nox ult and using Shin ult. So like I could have had a lot more buff uptime from Shin, Nox, and Rust in the first minute of that clear, but I really only focused on having my buffs up during the core break phase, and having everything available for the core break phase was more than enough for 8 million. This can most likely be improved to 10 million if you chain your buffs correctly at the start of the fight and still have them available at the end of the fight. But again, I just focused on the end of the fight for the core break phase, and that's way more than enough apparently. So I'd like to go, I'm going to go back into my own stream and I'm going to see how much the kick did. I'm curious as to how much that kick actually did. I think it was a max powered kick. I don't think I forgot any buffs, but I could have forgotten a buff. Kick? I don't think I forgot any. Let me find that kick. Okay, the kick number We were at 1.6 million before the kick. The kick did 2 million damage and shot us up by 2 million score. So yeah, it was a 2 million kick. Which tells me that I probably missed a buff somewhere, because that kick is not as strong as I thought it would be. But I guess I'm not running the strongest buffers. I could be running stronger buffers, but still I thought that number would be higher. Corrin gameplay, but more burst. I know why he likes it so much. Oh yeah, it's what I want Corrin to be. Is what they made Reforged Zoya, absolutely. Yeah, I think Infer is a lot more damage than I'm giving her credit for compared to like Lady Pearl or Reforged Nox. Like in my head, Reforged Nox is giving like a 40% physical damage buff, so like that should compete with Infer's damage buff, but I have to remember that it's like different pools of damage, and different pools matter quite a lot. So I think Nox's damage buff is being diluted in some way, shape, or form, and probably the same thing with Lady Pearl, and that I could buff those numbers a lot if I change my partners around a little bit. But, you know, again, more than enough. 8.1 million. Nox coming in at 7.3%. Little bit above Rust. Okay. But yeah, make sure you animation cancel your Nox or your Zoya, and you should be fine. Animation cancel, yes, no. Succeed, yes, no. Okay, let me get you on chat again. I realized I've missed a sleep message. Has 6 cores, 1 core break window. Cool. As far as I remember, Zero spoiled our meeting with suspect R, or am I mistaken? It's a pity that this was the only value of her event, unfortunately. I don't remember. Maybe she did. Gotta go sleep, have fun. All right, Odomare. I know you're already gone by now, but sleep well. 1 diagonal line, easy. Jelena again. Yeah, it's fine. He revealed them at the last 20 seconds. You guys read Reforged Darren's kit? I haven't read it. I just read reviews about people like freaking out about how strong it is, but I haven't like read the actual changes. Reforged. The details on reforging is more difficult to obtain than reforge on like kit and shackles, mainly because it's a lot of information to organize and put on a website. So like it's not easy. They don't follow the same format every time, so it's difficult to convey all that information. It's difficult to format it. Corrin gameplay but more burst. Yeah, absolutely. Corrin gameplay but more. Okay. Oh, I'm dropping frames. Okay, I think I'm back. Hard to say. Okay, we're back. Cool. Yeah, I looked up and everything was blank screened. I'm like, huh, what's happening? And I saw that I dropped like 10 seconds worth of frames, something like that. Which is, you know, not the greatest. Okay, so we did the peak path tests. I think we're caught up on all the events. We did this. That's still going. That's still going. We did this. We have the skin. We did the suspect pursuits. We did both peak path tests. This mission critical is just a passive that lasts for another 5 days. Cool. Yeah, just anywhere in City. Cool. Attendance reward, that has long been completed for me. And then follow rewards, which I have completed all of those as well. Cool. Okay, so we're caught up on all the events. Now, adjutant, am I caught up on all the other stuff? Apparently not. Data crevice, What am I missing in terms of hypercubes and data crevice? What? I mean, I know I didn't get this, but this isn't hypercubes. I think it's just telling me that I could get hypercubes from this, but I don't care about that last one. Eternal Nightmare. Oh my god, I'm so far behind on Eternal Nightmare. I need to finish that before the new character comes out. Eternal Nightmare. Mania Training. I have not done Hysterical yet. I have finished everything else. I haven't even opened Hysterical yet. Broken Frontline. Yeah, we can do some Broken Frontlining. Augustus. Serpent. True Damage. It's just that easy, boys. It's just that easy. You just grab those buffs. Didn't notice that scoreboard or seeing the buffed abilities. I have no idea what we're talking about. I'm on a different page. Okay, so this is the short blade team. And we're just going to roll this boss at like 280k real quick. Because I'm going to remember to click all my buttons unlike last time. She died before she got her last spin off, so we don't hit the 280k. Feels bad, man. No 280k. Let's try that again. Let's hit 280k. Without Serpent just like falling over. Okay, that's a 280k. $284k. There you go, boys. With the Augustus end screen. Man, I wish I was still making Augustus content. But nowadays, if I make Augustus content, people are just saying, oh, S5 Augustus, LOL. Okay, so you're telling me I have to reforge Serpent for this score. I don't like Nocturne, so I'm just going to copy paste this as close as possible. I'm going to lose. I mean, yeah, okay, so I did a lot of movements there. So it is difficult to recreate what I just did with the 284. But if you just position like this, this is good enough. Put it on half speed to make your life easy. Grab all of the like Augustus Serpent buffs that you can grab. And then at the very start, just activate Augustus, both Serpent ECBs. Activate your Shin, give as many empowers as you can to Infer, buff your Augustus, and you can just sit here AFK for the rest of it. Like, you can give empowers to Serpent if you have more empowers, and like speed it up a little bit, but you don't need to do all of this. This is just purely extra fluff. Just the opening is enough. You're going to lose Serpent at one point, just from the boss one-shotting her. That's fine. You just kind of win the stage regardless. See, you can just stand still, and you don't have to do all that fancy stuff. You can just win. Oh, it's even better score. Just standing still is a better score, apparently. So yeah, just stand still. Don't do all the fancy movements I was doing. It's very straightforward with the Shattered Blade. Yeah, new Dark Zone stuff tomorrow, that's true. This is the very last day for Noctura. I love this game, but I'm not good at it, and that's okay. I mean, like, most of my audience are, like, story players and, like, ×3 speeders. Like, there is definitely, like, a try-hard sweat audience that likes to come in and share their knowledge. But most of the people coming into my channel are, like, again, ×3 speeders. They grabbed Adela because they thought Adela was really cute, or was really... Her story was really evocative or something like that. Like, they're here for the mood and the environment, not so much because of the actual combat itself. And that's, again, that's more than okay. Like, play the game however you want to. I'm just here, like, providing some insight for those who are looking for insight. I'm not telling you, you have to play the game this way, but you know. The stage is pretty simple if you learn the mechanics too. I got 250k with as Zero Shattered Blade and Hilda. There you go. Yeah, I that's one stage that I haven't really learned how to play just because I don't like insta-kill mechanics. That's basically what you're fighting against. It's like very close to insta-kill mechanics. So I'm not the biggest fan of Noctura. I really do like Hollowed Puppet and Whale. I'm not sure if you guys saw my Rust video for Puppet. Like, that was a super fun fight doing Rust versus Puppet. It was a super fun, engaging back and forth fight. Loved it. And Whale is fun as well for different reasons. But I don't like the Noctura fight. It's not my jam. I like that if I don't like the BFL bus, I can get 99% of rewards regardless. Yeah. I mean, you're missing out on 20 hypercubes each boss each week. So like 60 hypercubes a week. Or if you do nothing, like you never touch the game mode, you get into Broken Frontline, Dark Zone, and then you just do your reset until it gives you max score, or the 160k or whatever. You are missing 60 cubes a week. Say there's 4 weeks in a month, so 280 cubes a month. You're missing like 1.5 pulls a month from not playing Dark Zone. And if you play Dark Zone, you're getting 1.5 pulls a month. Right? That's the difference between like AFKing and playing Dark Zone. 1.5 pulls a month. Like, do you really care? Probably not. Okay, I'm gonna read something else real quick. Okay, cool. I had a new video go up this morning. I didn't think it would be a very well received video, to be honest. I thought it was going to be largely ignored, but people are really enjoying that video from this morning. So I'm pretty hyped about that. That's pretty awesome. Okay, I also said that I might be doing EX stages. Do I want to do an EX stage? I'd have to relearn how to play Jasmine, because I don't know how to play Jasmine anymore. And this is like a boss rush. Like, it's can I do enough damage fast enough kind of style. So I could probably do this with over limits, and I don't know what the fuck I was doing with this team. What the hell? Like, over limit's really good at like rushing in, just finishing the fight ASAP. I could put down Zoya, and then Rust. And then we have... We're going to need Jelena. We're going to need heals. And because we want our kick to be kick fully. And then Reforged Nox so we break the cores fast enough. I like this setup. EX stages, but with weak spot for funsies? Maybe. I've already completed all the other EX stages on this route on a previous stream. I just never got around to beating Jasmine because Jasmine forced me to relearn the whole fight. So, haven't... No, I just left the stage on accident. Ugh. I haven't gotten around to relearning how to fight Jasmine because Jasmine's like such a pain to fight. Yeah, reset my entire team. I was hoping it wouldn't. Over limits, over here, Jasmine, Shen in a corner, her here, Rust here, and Infer. Okay, let's try this team and put on over limit before we forget and see where this goes. 1 second, chat. All right, I'm back. Let's remember how to play this stage and actually beat it. If I remember correctly, I need to hide on like these white tiles. Oh, everybody's movement is restricted to a certain amount. Wow, Rust is dying. I mean, Rust can cheat death with that, so it looks like we're relying on that. I've been silenced? What's going on? I have been silenced. Wow, Rust just does not survive. Wow. That is so much damage. Okay, so when did these cores get revealed? I can make Rust survive. That's not an issue. The issue is when do these cores reveal? After this? Oh, shit. I forget where I'm supposed to stand for this shit. Apparently I got the spaces right. Why am I getting silenced? Super obnoxious. Okay, so how many cores do I have to break after that? I'm going to have to lose somebody, so I'm going to lose Shin in the process of that strike. But again, I still need to break these cores. Also, the silenced shit is really annoying. I don't know what's silencing me. I'm going to have to look into that. That was a really weird song. I apologize. That was straight out of Eve's event, though. You can blame Eve for that song. So is there something here that says silenced? When a sinner uses a skill, all sinners on the field are silenced for a period of time. Oh, that's so hard to play around. What? I'm never going to be able to break the cores with that condition. That condition's like legit unplayable. So I just can't break the cores fast enough. Okay, so we have to take that off. Okay, let's try this instead. Jasmine heals a little bit. Hopefully we can just burst her down with Zoya kick. That's what I'm kind of hoping on. Kind of hoping that I can just burst her down with a Zoya kick. Now, Rust, we need you to survive. So you are getting a brand new toy that I like to call the cheat. Congratulations, you are now immune for 20 seconds. Okay. And Nox, do you have... You do, okay. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, and that goes on to Infer. Oh, nope. Goes on to Zoya first. Okay, that goes on to Infer. Okay, I cannot stand this song. I'm gonna have to change this song real quick. We're going to... There must be more. Angel event. Okay, Rust is still dying. I'm gonna have to give him his flesh stacks immediately. I was hoping that I could like wait on the flesh stacks, but apparently he's just instantly falling over. Okay, get ready for us to run away. Because that's next on the list, is running the hell away.
See
Okay, so as far as I'm aware, somebody has to die here. Maybe I'm just bad. Like, can you survive on the diagonals? I have no idea. I'm not going to try. I'm going to try and see if I can burst here first. Okay, so 2 core breaks from Zoya. Okay, let's do it. That's as strong as she gets. Barely put a dent in her. Second one is plus only, not 3x3. Okay, that changes things a lot. But I barely put a dent in her with the Zoya kick while she was core broken. Like, barely fucking tickled her. Yeah, that's super discouraging that I do 0 to her. Super discouraging. Okay. Okay, so our full combo half-stealth her, which is not very promising. Because we just run out of movements. This is all angel music right now. Okay, so we've at least remembered how to play the mechanics. Now it's just a question of how the hell are we doing enough damage? Do I get rid of it? Jasmine has increased HP? Like, how much HP are we talking? Like, this one's fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This... Like, I'm worried about both of these HP buffs. These are the 2 concerning ones. I don't really care that she heals, because I'm doing it all in a burst of damage anyways. So if I can just get her HP low enough that my burst actually wins, then we're good. The thing is, right now, I currently need all 18 points. But if I need to lose a point or two, Climactic Strike also applies a Dispellable Ring Blade to the target, periodically transferred as nearby centers. Like, maybe I can just take this and give up on the, like, Jasmine's HP. And, like, I'll take both off for now and see what happens. Yeah, not every song sounds like it's from the event, too, to be fair. Yeah, this was, like, one of the best events in the game, for sure. It's not quite Shalom level, but it's damn close. Okay, we got something going on. Let's see if we can do it without all the HP buffs. We'll be a point shy from max rewards, but hey, you get what you pay for, right? Oh, I lost the SP, so I can't go into Blade form. There we go. Yeah, we just tank this. No big deal. Turn the Shin on so we're a little healthier. That was a long stun. Okay, all of this nonsense happens. We run forward. And then we get ready to core break. Now at max power, now at max power we kick. Yeah, see, that's much better. Now we can animation cancel until Jasmine dies. Okay. See, that was way easier. You just get the one kick in and you win. That was so much easier without the HP buffs, but those 2 HP buffs doubled her HP. But now the problem is we're at 79 out of 80. We're not quite at 80 out of 80. So we need to go back to one of these stages and add a pip to it. The question is, which one of these stages do we want to make 1 point harder? I think the formula in which the chief and the sinner stay together in a confined space over time to get to know each other is really cool, but you shouldn't overdo it. I agree. Like there's like a cooldown between that style of storytelling. I think what I liked most, I want to word this. I like it when sinners are directly intertwined with their story. I'm going to look at Lady Pearl as an example, right? Lady Pearl was in the Lady Pearl events, but she wasn't who we were interacting with. Like, we were just interacting with other people, and we eventually stopped Lady Pearl from doing evil shit. But Lady Pearl herself wasn't, like, directly, like, moment to moment, scene to scene interacting with Chief. But I really liked Shalom's event, because like Shalom and Kokoluk were in every single fucking scene. And it was really good to like actually get FaceTime with the sinners. Like even in Rainburst, Rahu and Shalom are in every damn scene. And that's really nice to be there with the sinners and learn more about them. But when it's, when those sinners are sort of detached, like Lady Pearl, like LL, I'm trying to think of others. But there have been some events where like the sinners are detached from their own story. They're kind of like the obstacle to overcome, and not necessarily the companion that's there with you the entire time. And I like that better. But yeah, in terms of like chief and a sinner in like a forced, I'm going to use the word intimate, but you know what I mean. In terms of like the chief and a sinner being in a forced intimate relationship because of like a shared common struggle where they're locked in the same vicinity. That is a very powerful narrative route, but you're right. It does have like a cooldown before it can be spammed. You can't just have every single event being Chief is locked in with Angel. Chief is locked in with Lady Pearl. Chief is locked in with LL. You can't do that every event. Okay, let's go back to this one and see if we can add the 1 Jasmine HP, or if it really is just I need both of them off the table. Also, I can change around Shin's crime brands. Get a little bit more damage out of it. Where is oh, I don't have Nomad saved, that's right. I want Nomad. Okay, any other like micro adjustments I can make? I guess I can reduce the defense with Rahu, because Rahu crime brands aren't doing much. It's not a bad idea to reduce the defense. I don't even think I need this Rust crime brand, so I could change Rust to something as well. The question is, what would I change Rust to that's of any use to me? I don't think there's anything that's too big of use to me to put on Rust. Like, his crime brand is useless now, but what else would I put on him? I don't think there's a clear support set to put on Rust right now. Also, another thing, Zoya currently has Bell Tower on. She's not making use of Bell Tower, so we can switch over to Embrace and get a ton more damage out of Embrace than Bell Tower. Because right now she's practically crime brandless. And then Rahu, like as good as these crime brands are for Rahu, they're not very good for the team. So if I instead switch over to this to reduce the boss's defense, I think that'll go a long way too. Okay, I think we have a really good setup here and we can make this work. Okay, let's try it. We increased our damage by a ton, if nothing else. Okay, they're all going to get stunned, but who cares? I'm just going to pop this so they stay alive. Okay, now I got to get ready to run back up, then I have to get ready to defeat the boss instantly. So much HP. I mean, I'm going to try an animation cancel her to death, but it's not looking all that reliable here. maybe we can animation cancel her to death. It's actually kind of close. I'm going to run out of overlimit stacks. But we had enough damage. Cool. Awesome. Hell yeah. You messed with the wrong person. Hell yeah, Zoya. You pop off, girl. Holy shit. 7.4 million damage in a single core break. That's fucking incredible right there. Like, honestly, that's really insane. It's really insane. I think Zoya is, like... She went from my least favorite character to play to, like, my favorite character to play. I am really, really, really digging Zoya's gameplay. Now, character personality-wise, like, I'm still on the same. Like, personally, I find Zoya's to be rather mid story and personality-wise. Like, she's not bad, but she's not good. But her gameplay, holy crap, Zoya is fun to play. And I think, like, beyond just fun, Zoya has, like, a niche in which she's going to excel. And I think that's, like, most important. Like, Augustus is fun to play too, but she obliterates 99% of stages. Zoya doesn't obliterate stages. You actually have to play Zoya. But if you play Zoya, damn, it feels fucking good, man. It feels really good to play Zoya. Okay, that's the EX stages. We remembered how to fight Jasmine. And that's that. Last time I tried EX stages, that was... I gave up after like 2 attempts because I just got demoralized, demotivated fighting against Jasmine again. It's just not a very fun fight. But locking down, cracking out the Reforged Zoe and figuring out how to just burst her down, that was fun. That was enjoyable. That was good. Well, all right, chat. I've been going for about 3 hours now, and I have dinner that's almost ready. It's not quite ready, but it's almost ready. So I'm going to go head out. I'm going to have some dinner, and then I'm going to spend the rest of the night finishing up the Rust guide so that can come out tomorrow. So I have a long night ahead of me. It's going to take me a few hours to finish up that guide, but I'm going to do everything I can to get out tomorrow. That's my goal. My goal is for 13 hours from now, you guys will have a Rust guide in your inbox. That's the goal. But again, we'll see what happens. But I'll catch you guys then. I'm heading out to go eat food. And I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.